Hey Virgo, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I'm Eve, and we're going to look at a few things. We're going to look at delusions, desires, and dependencies, because these are things that can muck up our path or get in our way or cause trouble. So these can be coming from you, or they could be happening to you. I am not accusing anyone of anything. So, put yourself on either side depending on how it resonates for you. Alright, so we have... Why does this always come up for you, Virgo? We have chaos. Alright, so chaos is coming up in the delusion section. I feel like this has something to do with how it's defined. Like, what is the definition of chaos? What does it really mean? What does it really mean for you? What does it mean for them? Alright, delusions, Virgo, chaos. Delusions, Virgo, chaos. We have the Seven of Cups here, and it just really just seems like there's somebody just happily painting here. I mean, the Seven of Cups is about variety or options, can be about confusion, and considering that we're on the topic of delusion, we're going with confusion. Honestly, I think this feels more about labeling something as chaos that isn't chaos. Just because something isn't perfect, just because something isn't organized, lined up in a row, does not mean it's chaotic. So I don't know if it feels like maybe somebody's knocking down your dominoes that you've set up, Virgo. Or what? But it's time to get a hold of your emotions here with the King of Cups. Get it together. Yeah, and start analyzing here, because we have develop a strategy. So we've got you've got the Ten of Pentacles, right? So we've got like the head of the household here or whatever. They're strategizing, they're playing chess, right? It's like you've got the wealth, Virgo. You've already got the wealth. It's like you've got your stuff together, right? There's something about this misperception of something being chaotic when it's not. It's like I feel like this King of Cups, this is about managing emotions. Like someone's going emotionally overboard, considering a situation, and it's causing delusion. And it's kind of upsetting the home a little bit here, or upsetting the family. And so the next section here is the section of desire. Oh. So here we have the Jormungandr, which is the Midgard serpent, and it talks about cycles. So the the serpent is associated with Ragnarok, which is a destruction, an end of something, right? But, it's like that, like the Ouroboros, the snake eating its tail. It's like, there's cycles continue. So, desires with cycles, say it's completing a cycle. Wanting to finish up a cycle so bad that you kind of mess yourself up. The desire to complete a cycle. Alright, so we have the Two of Pentacles here, and this is that kind of juggling things, like multitasking. It could very well be trying to get too much done at once. Why the rush? The desire is pushing, pushing that rush energy. Oh, look, and the Joker shows up. I picked a Joker for my thumbnail. So we have the Fool. Making a fool out of you. Virgo, I know you're no stranger to slow and methodical. This might actually be the time to stick to that. Regardless of how bad you want whatever this thing is to end, because if you make a rush and you juggle too many things, oh look, and the Fool the Joker juggles too, that's funny. But if you juggle too much, you will become the Fool. Yeah, then you'll be sorry, at least feeling sorry for yourself anyways. Five of Pentacles, that's like, feeling, I'm out in the cold, no one likes me, this sucks. That kind of, yeah, that's very plain and apparent right there. So let's go to the third section. Dependencies. So what kind of dependency is around you that is tripping you up? Oh, that's interesting. So we have the Werewolf, which is the card of change. This is Scorpio energy here. Did they have something like that? I think, did Scorpio have something like changing for the sake of change? That is so bizarre. There is some kind of connection, Virgo, between you and Scorpio here. Because, Scorpio was, their dependency was endings. Your desire is endings. And your dependency is change. Which is Scorpio. I don't know. Are you depending on a Scorpio? What are you depending on Scorpio for? Are you depending on someone else to make changes? Huh. What is the dealio? Something not right here. I almost wonder if this is not you. You're not even a fire sign. I don't know. I feel this may be something you're dealing with, like someone forcing change upon you. Kind of like how the Werewolf doesn't have a choice. It's like when the moon is full, boom, you gotta change, right? It's something else is deciding this change for you. And somehow you lose your independence. It's like this is about a lack of control, like feeling like you can't depend. Like the tried and true is no longer tried and true. That feels like a tower. Like the world just going whoosh. All right, calm down. we got temperance. No, the Empress. The Empress. Okay. All right, so we have the Empress, which is there. There is Virgo energy in the Empress. Okay, so then we have La Forza, which is the Strength card. But what's really cool is that this is like the Virgin and the Lion. It's Virgo and Leo here. So you are okay. It's like you're okay to be your gentle self. You don't have to turn into a monster when this change is forced upon you. You can still be your true self here, Virgo. I almost feel like the person causing the change could be seen as a monster. But we have this gentle energy here coming out after it. Like, it seems shocking. It seems dangerous. It seems just a huge upset for you. But we have this loving, nurturing energy here with the Empress. And then we have this gentleness with the Strength card. Like knowing when to use force and knowing when not to use force and still getting what you need to get done, but without, forcing anyone to do it. So it's like you're facing an energy that's opposite of you. Oh, we have the Nine of Cups here. So it's like you're going to be satisfied in the end. You may have to change the way that you do things a little bit. It's like you're not going to change yourself. It's like I see you being yourself here, Virgo, but you're dealing with some kind of change, and so you can't depend on the way you've always handled change. That's the kind of the key here. You can't depend on the same old way you always handle change because it's like this time it's different. There is contentment in the future. Even though this change is being forced upon you, it's very important that you don't force something on others. It's like don't bring the don't let it trickle down. You know what I mean? All right, Virgo, this is your message. Take what resonates and I'll see you next time. Bye, Virgo.